In the beginning of the story, we are shown a Saif villager who used to cook very interesting types of food. We can see that he has a small restaurant, but he keeps it clean and also loves his profession a lot. But what happened to him in the past was very bad. His father left him with the chef so that he could learn cooking. The villager decided that one day he would become a great cook and he would be able to achieve everything that he could not do in his childhood. The villager's father was a very good chef, and by now he had become a very amazing chef, i.e., master chef. But his son, i.e., the villager, hated him a lot because he had spent his childhood without his father. He used to miss him too, but this did not make any difference to his father. On the other hand, the villager's father, i.e., master chef, was also happy that people and the world did not know that he also had a son. Now, cutting the scene from here, we see another famous handsome chef. We get to see that he cooks for very rich and royal families. The name of this handsome chef is Paul. Paul had a dream that he will build a very big restaurant for his father in his own country. That is why he leaves Aprov and refuses all the offers coming and goes back to his country. There, he comes to a fish seller and asks him to show him a big fish. Then the fish seller refuses to show him. Now, as soon as the fish comes to the same seller to get a big fish, then the seller gives him the fish. Seeing this, Paul gets angry, and he looks at the fish angrily, as if he is jealous of him, that friend. He gave him the fish, and why not me? When the fish seller sees both of them angry, he divides the fish into 2 pieces so that there is no fight between them. But then both of them stare at each other with a lot of anger. Now we see Paul's very wonderful restaurant, which was going to be opened today. It is very neat and clean, as well as a very cooler restaurant. It was decorated very well. It is known that the new restaurant that Paul had opened was right in front of the village restaurant. Seeing this, the village friends get scared because this new restaurant was going to attract all these customers and snatch all these people from them, and what was feared happens. Everyone goes to the new restaurant to check its taste. Seeing this, the village friends announce a discount to support the village, which really attracts the customers, and all of them again go towards the village restaurant. Paul's friends get very angry at this, and they come and start talking to them angrily that why are you people having problems? Can't you people see our success? After which now both these parties decide that why not hold a competition and see which chef has more taste. Now both are forcibly asked to take part in the competition. At first, they were not agreeing, but when they see each other, they recognize that both of them had met near that fish seller. That's why both of them are participating in this competition. Now the table is set and a big fish is kept on it, which both of them had to cut. Now first of all, Paul cuts the fish and starts removing its bone from inside the fish very smoothly and quickly, and everyone likes his method very much, after which Paul throws the same fish towards the village. The villager also cuts the fish very well, and when he shows the skin of the fish, there is not even a bit of flesh on it. That is, there was not even a bit of fish dirt on it. So everyone starts liking it a lot. That is, both of them are praised equally. Now there was a chairman there too. He starts telling both of them that there is an international cooking competition, so both of you should participate in it, and both of them had to prove who is the best chef. That is why both of them get ready. Now Paul starts telling the media that I used to cook in France, and here I came to China and felt that even now people cook using old methods, and it was obvious that he was not telling anyone else but the village. After seeing this, the villagers got very angry inside. Now everyone there came to know that there would be a competition for them in advance, and if they win it, then they would be able to reach the finals, and at the same time, they would also get a chance to meet a very big master chef, and this master chef was none other than the father of the village. After some time, a poll was held in the village restaurant. The friend comes and asks Gaon and all her friends to come to the restaurant and say that they should eat today's food at their place. Now both of them, Gaon and her friend, go to the restaurant, but the food is served to them not by Paul, but by the same friend. The food looked like fried egg and a clandestine pot, but its taste was completely different. Then seeing this, Gaon feels that Paul's work is really very advanced here. That is why he goes directly to the kitchen and says to Paul that what do you want to prove by showing your food to be good? That you are a very good cook. But Paul remains silent and asks him to cook the meat. Let's see who can cook the meat well. Gaon happily accepts his challenge. Now Gaon cooks the meat very well, and it looked very tasty. Now Paul tells him that I will show you a dish made with the same recipe. As soon as Paul started, his dish was ready in a very short time. When Gaon tastes it, there was no difference between his dish and his dish. Then he understands that, really, the way of cooking it is very advanced. He leaves from there with sadness. At night, his friend tells him on the phone that your father is calling you. Gaon immediately goes to his father and says that why did you call me now, when you do not even believe that I am your son? Then the master tells him that I did this, so that the world does not say that you are my son. You can reach the international competition, and I also want this. You do this work yourself. Then Gaon says that, anyway, I do not need your support. When I needed you, you were not with me. Well, I will prove that I can achieve all that because of which you left me. Now Gaon leaves from here because he did not believe in any of his dad's words. Now the next day there is an international cooking competition. All the preparations were done for the competition. Paul and Gaon were also ready. The time is started. It is seen that Paul has some special dish, and Gaon's chicken dish. We see that both of them prepare their dishes with a lot of hard work. Paul, then he prepares his dish before time. But after that, the village's dish is also ready, and he had also completed his task on the given time, seeing which the people there, along with the judges, are very happy. And now their dishes are tested, but both get the same points, because the judges did not find much difference in their food. That is, the dishes of both were very good. Then a single judge comes on the stage, and to clear this confusion, he says that the taste of both was very good. But I liked the time management of Paul very much. That is why Paul has won this competition. Paul becomes very happy here. Now, because the village had lost this competition, he does not go to his home due to being very sad, but goes out to play video games. He keeps spending his time like this for many days, and one day the same chef comes to him with whom he had spent his childhood, and with whom the village father had left him. He starts explaining to him that see in the village, there is always victory and defeat. If you could not win, does it mean that you will not be able to win tomorrow as well? But the villager was not ready to go home. After a lot of persuasion, he is convinced that he will have to go home, and he will have to prepare for the next competition. Now Paul goes to his restaurant due to extreme happiness. He enjoys a lot. Then his friends sitting in front of him start saying to him that, Paul, why don't you give a chance to your friend? He has been with you for so long. You should trust him. At least give him a chance so that he can represent you internationally. He can raise the name of your restaurant. Then Paul tells him that, yes, she is definitely my good friend. I did not refuse this. But friend, she does not even know how to cook properly, so how can she represent my restaurant internationally? Then his friend starts taking his words further. From his words it seemed as if he is on his friend's side and is in cahoots with her, and greed is coming in his heart. Then Paul's same friend comes there, and keeping 2 cups of soup in front of him, she says, the question is, can you tell me which of these has more salts? Here the Pole becomes completely silent, because it did not have the ability to test. Its test work could not be done, and it was natural. Then, because of this, the Pole got very angry. It hurts more that his own friend cheated him along with his other friends. Seeing this, his friend starts saying to him, what happened, Paul? You thought that I love you? No. It was your misunderstanding. Such things do not happen these days. I could go to an international competition by using you. It was not possible for me to go there. But till date, what did you give me in return for the secrets I kept of yours? Could you not offer me anything? But now, not at all. Now I will not remain silent, because now I can go to the same competition myself. One of Paul's friends was cheating with Paul's friend, because now both of them were in a relationship, and a conspiracy was going on against Paul, that they would give tricks to Paul's restaurant and start their life with the money that would come from it. But Paul could not let this happen. Paul comes out of his restaurant with a lot of sadness. It is night, and he sits there and starts drinking. Then the village also sees him and comes to him and says that, Poljar, why are you sitting so sad that too in the middle of the road you have won? You should celebrate. Then Paul tells him that, yes, I have won, but I have also lost a lot. Well, forget this matter. I will tell you one thing. The banner you are seeing in front is the picture of the father of the village. In fact, that is the same master chef. Then Paul points towards it and says that he is my ideal. I want to become like him. Then the village smiles a little and tells Paul that he is my father. You think that he is a good person and you should become like him. But I tell you, my father is very bad at heart. Here the village starts telling him the story of his past, that what he did to me. At first, Paul says that, "Why are you joking? Stop it." But the village tells him that no, he really left me in childhood only because I was not able to adopt his profession. I have spent my whole childhood without him. After hearing this, Paul tells him that, "Okay, leave this thing. What can we do now?" Then the village tells him that they can throw bottles. Then both of them start hitting the banner of the village father with empty bottles and are very happy. Here both of them become friends, and this scene is filled with cuteness. Now when Paul goes to his restaurant, he sees that his own friends are selling his restaurant. Then Paul starts saying to them that, "What are you doing? How can you people do this without my permission?" Then his friends tell him that, "First tell me this thing. Who will you take to the international competition? Because in round 2, you cannot cook alone. It is very important to have a partner with you. You will not take your friend with you." Then Paul says that, "I know who I'm going to take. Who is a diving?" Here Paul takes the name of the village. Now on hearing this, his friends are very jealous. Then one of them says that, "Paul, remember your career will be ruined." Then Paul hits them with his head and drives them away from there. When all these people leave, then the same Shedian chef of the village starts saying to Paul that, "Paul, did you really do it?" When Paul says that he is going to take Gao with him, then Paul says yes, why not? And while putting Gao on his shoulder, he says that yes, this is a deriving. Seeing this, everyone becomes very happy. Now the preparations for the competition begin here. Both decide that Paul will teach Gao his new methods, while Gao will teach Paul his old methods, the way he cooks. Gao tells Paul that you don't worry, if your taste works don't work, I will help you to bring back your taste. Now, along with a very good friendship between the two, both started sharing their new methods with each other. They practiced cooking every day, and along with singing, dancing, and talking, their friendship was becoming even deeper. Now the day had also come when the second round of the international competition was going to happen. We see that both of them start making their dish with a lot of hard work and prepare very good sweets in a short time. On tasting, the judges were very impressed. They like it and start saying that we have never eaten such a dish till date, and both of them win this round. Now because their last round, i.e. round 3, was also going to happen soon, it is revealed that their competition is the same master chef, i.e. the village father. When the competition was about to happen, Paul tells Gao that I think you can win this competition, so you should go. Gao tells Paul that you're a very good chef. You know advanced methods too. You can do better than me. Then Paul tells Gao that no, it is not like that. Look, I fulfilled my father's dream by making my restaurant. So why can't you also fulfill your father's dream by becoming a very good chef? He wants to see you as a chef. That too, a good one. That's why you go and cook in front of him and prove to him that you are a very good chef. Hearing this, the village agrees and thanks Paul. Now the third and final round has started here. On the other hand, the master chef also starts making his dish, and the village also starts here. But before starting, he starts remembering some of his childhood memories, where his father left him and went away, and there many children used to bully him. He gets lost in those memories. Then his father throws water on his face and hits him and says, "Start your work." Then the villager starts making something here. On the other hand, the master chef, the villager's father, prepares a very beautiful dish. It looked as if it was on fire, and a flower was coming out from that fire. That flower has a very lovely taste, which the judges like very much. And when it is the villager's turn to show his dish that what he has made, then he makes noodles in a bowl and goes straight to his father and presents it to him. When the master chef tastes it, he likes those noodles very much. And these are the same noodles due to which the villager was scolded a lot in childhood that you can't even make noodles. And today the villager made those noodles so tasty that his father himself started eating it, even without wanting to, and was not leaving the food. He was just eating and tells his son that, "Well done, son. You have made very good noodles." He gets very emotional here, so the audience who have come here also come to know that one. Their surname is also the same, and by seeing the behavior of these people also, it seems that these two are son and father. So here along with Gao, his father's dream was also fulfilled, and here we see in the restaurant that Paul and Gao both work together, and their audience has increased even more than before. That is, now more customers come to them than before. People like their food very much, and their earnings increase 10 times. With this, the story ends here. To see more such movie explanation videos, do not forget to write next in the comment. Thanks for watching.